This next one's from Vincent Renfield. And for some reason, this name sounded familiar. So I
Right.
looked it up. I don't know if this is accurate now, but it says Vincent Renfield, actor.
Right.
Maybe it is a guy that played.
No, listen.
And the Vincent Renfield actor character, I guess, played a lot of scary stuff. So
Renfield is a character from Dracula. He's the guy.
Right. That's what I said. Renfield was the Dracula, but was it Victor Renfield or was it Vincent Renfield, or was it just Renfield?
I can't remember. They just called it Renfield.
Right.
Yeah.
Renfield. Right. Yeah. Subject: stealing is his business, and business is good. Yo, Conan and Di, thanks for keeping it 100. While we were hashtagging and speaking out about all the hot topics in wrestling, can we address Shawn Spears? No, the speaking out movement is about calling out inappropriate sexual behavior. Well, I don't know if this counts, but Spears just recently fucked indie wrestler Matt the Reaper Conrad out of the gimmick that he's used for the past 10 years. Spears and Conrad wrestled on the same bill, and then shortly after, Matt gets a cease and desist letter from Spears, who's apparently trademarked the name Reaper. The Reaper, I guess stealing La Parka's chairman gimmick wasn't working for him anymore. With the state of things now, Matt Kennard isn't able to afford a lawyer to fight Spears for the name, so he's left having to change his gimmick after using it for a decade. Does this count as, quote, gimmick, unquote? Am I canceled for saying? What are your thoughts? Thanks, Vincent. Do you know anything about this?
I'm just looking it up now. I hadn't heard of it till that email at all. I didn't even know Shawn Spears.
You figured this would be on Twitter.
I didn't even know that they were calling him the Reaper. That's the first I heard of that too.
I don't either. So okay, we'll go. Okay, we're gonna come back, Mr. Renfield. We're gonna come back to.
And I hope Brian
week.
Pillman Jr. beats him in his debut
for sure.
I will say this: me and Alex, Ed Ferrara came up with the idea of the Boogie Nights for me and Alex. I had no clue that there was an independent wrestling team called the Boogie Nights on the Indies. Okay, and that's just but they thought that we ripped off their name, and I'm like, I'm like, bro, I'd never heard of you,
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing, and I'm like, look, I'm definitely creative enough. We could have come up with another name. I'm not like, I don't need to steal anything. I can come up.
Also, remember that Disco is one of the co-authors of "Never Let the Truth Get in the Way of a Good Story," so you can take that for what it's worth.
Yeah, but it sounds like in this case, the guy is saying, you worked on a card with me, and you saw that's what my name was. Yeah.
Let me say something about that. You could call it gimmick or whatever you want to call it, but at the end of the day, and this is just real shit, if you got a name, you need to fucking register it, because that's the type of shit that somebody can do to you, and they did. You know what I'm saying? It was a dick move to do, but you should have fucking, in this day and age, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.